Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. You're tuned into the Crypto Flight Edition. Guys, I have a very interesting pattern I want to reveal to you. This is a BTC all-time high transitional phase, so to speak. This is going to guide us and let us know how long is it going to take for BTC to break out into an all-time high. Stick around to the end. If you're just joining us, welcome. We just find support and resistance and support within patterns on the channel. So it's really simple what we do here. If that piques your interest, just subscribe, hit the bell to be notified where we see the markets going before it makes a move. Of course, and engage in the comment section to help the channel, guys. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and leave an appropriate thumb. So I'm going to reveal this to you guys. I want to make this as short of a video as I possibly can. So let's not waste time. Let's dive right into the charts here, shall we? All right, so today's December the 5th, 2020. And the current price of BTC is going to be $19,268. It's up about 0.5% for the day. All right, guys, have an open mind here. I'm going to reveal my chart here. It's kind of messy, but I'm going to explain everything. So the lines that you see on the chart, you see the purple line here. This basically represents the wick of the all-time high. This is actually the 20K top out here. It represents the wick of the all-time high. Also, this green box here actually represents like a green, rectangular-ish box here. This represents the transition from it's a transitional phase for the all-time high. Now, what we're going to do is go back in history. I think it's like 2013 to compare exactly what happened to the price action as it broke out to the all-time high and see if we can understand if we're actually breaking out to the all-time high as of present day today and compare that right now. Okay, so hopefully you can see this, guys. It's the same thing. The red circle area it represents the all-time high. The purple line represents the wick at the all-time high down here at about 2013. The price level is going to be at about $1,179. And the same thing over here, guys. This green box represents the transitional phase for the breakout into the all-time high. It's a 3-month breakout phase, basically, okay? So number one, it says close monthly candle above the highest wick. So let's just zoom in here just to make sure this green box represents 3 months, guys, okay? So we're just looking for a close above the highest wick of the all-time high. So let's just go over here really quickly. And as I put my mouse over this, the highest wick is going to be 1171. So the highest is going to be $1,175, okay? Represented on this red candle right here, okay? All right, so let's scroll over to the transitional phase, the breakout phase. And the first monthly candle right here within this box had a successful close above the $1,179, I think I said, okay? This candle right here closed a high of about $1,222, okay? All right, so we got a check mark on number one. Now, the number two says retracement / price volatility to close below the all-time highs wick. Okay, so let's look back in this box here. So there's a little bit of retracement came into the market after this first green candle right here. There was a retracement, and the actual, it closes a red candle, and it closed below that yellow line. I don't think I explained that, guys. This yellow line in the middle of that green box there represents the all-time high. It's purple, but just a yellow line there for visibility purposes, hopefully. So the second candle actually closed below this yellow line in the box, and of course the purple line representing the wick of the all-time high. So we get into check mark at number two. And the number three says break above and stay above the all-time highs wick, and price action must exceed the previous candle's body and wick. Okay, hopefully you caught that. So it just needs to break above the all-time high on this third candle right here, guys. This third candle right here is what we're talking about. Just simply needs to break above the all-time high, this purple line right here, and of course exceed the previous candle's body and the wick, okay? And it also did that as well. So that's going to complete the 3-month breakout phase of this in the history as we scroll back into history. So let's go over to present day just to see if we're up against the same type of price action over in present day, okay? So the same thing, guys. This circled red area represents the all-time high, the wick there. And that all-time high wick is going to be at $19,891. And this is Bitfinex, by the way, TradingView platform. And this box here. So now the first thing we're going to look for is for the all-time high 3-month breakout phase. Close monthly candle above the highest wick. Okay, so the highest wick is going to be, we already said it, 19,891. So let's see if anything has closed above 19,891. Well, that yellow line there represents the all-time high of the wick there. So far, we have not gotten a close above the all-time high's wick. So we don't get a check mark for number 1. So obviously, we can't go any further at this point. The first thing we're going to need, and if you notice here, I put the X's near this, the 1 through 3 here for the all-time high 3-month breakout phase. So there hasn't been any check mark. We can't put a check mark on any of these just yet. We need to close above the all-time high. Monthly candle close above the all-time high. Now, I'm sure there's going to be some critics. So here's what I'm going to do for the critics. Some critics are probably saying, well, why don't you just put the purple line at the red sell candle here? And if you do that, then we've already broken out to an all-time high. I'm referring to the monthly candle here at about January 2018. So you know what? For the critics, let's actually do that. Let's adjust the line. Put this purple line down here at the red, the sell candle here in January. Although it's not an all-time high, but let's just do it just for argument's sake, right? Let's do that. And let's go ahead and move this box down a bit right here and put that yellow line at the all-time high there. Okay, so for the critics, I'm going to say that if we're going to refer this, or if we're going to compare it to the red candle, as down there in the past, the red candle was actually the highest wick. But in this case here, so it's kind of like we're not comparing apples to apples, so to speak. The highest wick was on this green candle here in December 2017. But let's just do it for this one, just for the argument's sake, guys. Let's just say that we actually did breach and we exceeded the highest level on this red wick right here. Okay. So we do get a check mark for number 1. Okay. So what are we looking for next? Well, according to the information that I have here, we're going to look for a retracement / price volatility to close below the all-time highs wick. So how would that look? Well, that's basically going to be this red candle right here, the current month that we're on right here in December 2020. We just need to get a close back below this yellow line, get some price volatility, possibly get a wick above that line, and maybe even get a large wick just below it there. And of course, close below this yellow line. But I'm not really comfortable with doing it this way because, again, this isn't the all-time highs wick. But again, for the critics' sake, I just want to put this as a speculation piece. So that means next month we'll be looking at a price target to close below. This purple line is going to be currently at $17,274 at this line here. Okay. And I don't think I explained what the all-time high is on the screen candle. It's, I think I did, 19,891, guys. So I guess for argument's sake, let's just say that the first phase has been complete. So the next thing we'll have to look for is a close below 13.8. I really don't, not 13.8. It's a close below 17,270-ish, I said. I don't really like that line, guys. I'm actually going to stick with the original plan at about 19,891. I just wanted to put that up just, again, for a speculation piece. I'm going to say that although the monthly candle has actually never closed in this range before, I don't know if you can actually see that. Just put this back for future reference on the video. Notice this November's candle. Well, basically, you can see it right here. There's never been a monthly candle to close above this level, $13,800, until this recent candle right here in November. So that's a really good, that's a very bullish sign, guys. So, but I'm going to stick to what my original, thesis here and say that the first thing needs to happen. We need to get a close above a monthly candle close above $19,891, represented at this purple line here. So far, there's no check marks in my book. Okay, I could be totally wrong, guys, but this is my book. I'm going to leave this as it is. Leave your comments down in the comment section. Let us know. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree? Let us know down in the comment section. Of course, leave an appropriate thumb as well if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We post daily content on the BTC and the traditional markets as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, guys. I'm going to be signing out here. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to take care of yourselves. We're going to talk very soon, and bye for now.